What is up, you guys, and welcome to this. This is your Ring of Honor TV weekly show review. I'm your host, LK from the SOS Wrestle Talk YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, drop a comment with your thoughts and opinions on this week's show if you are unfortunate enough to watch it. And I'm pretty sure none of you guys have watched it. Reason being for doing this show, win, loss, or tie in the comments. Reason I'm doing this show is because during the AEW All In Preview show that me and Dion did on the channel, excuse me, we spent probably 10 to 15 minutes insulting, well I did anyway, insulting Ring of Honor. So I thought it would only be fair that I would actually go and watch a show, and I'm waiting for New Japan to upload this morning's New Japan G1 Climax show so I can watch it, as I missed the opportunity to watch it live. So I thought, I've got an hour spare, I'll watch ROH TV. Fuck me. So I'm going to give this a fair shot, and I did. You know, I've talked about Ring of Honor being irrelevant, about being a waste of time, about being a pointless piece of television every week that is a waste of your time. So I thought, I'm going to waste my own time, and I'm going to watch the show. So ROH TV, which aired on the 24th of July. Commentary team was Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman. I must say I normally love Ian Riccaboni, but during the intro of the show, he was screaming about these matches that are taking place, and it was uncomfortable level of screaming. Like, I thought he was going to cry, and I'm thinking, fuck me, mate. It's JD, Drake, and Anthony Henry against Turbo, Floyd, and Truth Magnum. You don't need to be getting that worked up about it, you know what I mean? But besides that, I normally love Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman. I think they're a really good team. They really gelled and have great chemistry, especially towards the end of actual Ring of Honor. I also want to say how happy I am that this show is no longer 2 hours, that it's gone down to 1 since the last time I watched it, which is really good, and I'm really happy about that. So well done, Tony. Well done, mate. But the problem is there's no identity for this show. What are they? Is it a developmental brand? Is it their own brand? Do they have their own roster? But there's AEW guys on it. Does that mean they're all technically AEW guys? Or, you know, some of these guys are indie guys getting paid. They don't have... What's their style? What's their purpose? What is the point of all of this show? It felt to me, watching this show before I break down the matches, it felt like we got some guys, we'll put them out there. It felt like really irrelevant. It felt like I gained nothing from watching this show besides boredom. It's pointless. I mean it with the bottom of my heart. There's no build to anything, no storylines. It's why watch it? Honest to God. And you guys know I'm not normally this negative towards pro wrestling. You guys can check out my, New Japan content that I've been smashing out. Show's just shit, and it's no ifs, buts, or maybes about it. The show was just terrible. But let's get on to actually breaking down the show. So we had the Workhorsemen, which are JD, Drake, and Anthony Henry, against the Outrunners, which is Turbo, Floyd, and Truth Magnum. So the Outrunners are chasing the RH tag team titles, yet we saw them on AEW TV against FTR. You're one or the other, really. Is this a developmental, or is this... I'm confused why you would bother going to AEW and you're in Ring of Honor, and it just drives me mad. If you're Ring of Honor, man, it should be on the rare occasion where these guys or girls swap. It shouldn't be common. It's just fucking stupid. Really irritates me. Crowd are dead. They're quiet. So this one is taped before what I assume is Collision. These poor guys. So the Workhorsemen, they cut the ring in half, working over Magnum. JD does this slingshot swanton into the ring and murdered the poor guy. Drake's a massive man. Floyd is not so much. Magnum's not so much. Floyd got the hot tag. To be fair to them, I actually quite like the Outrunners, and I feel like I'm quite negative here. Excuse me, because once you kind of go down that route, it's hard to pull out. But I do think the Outrunners are a really good tag team. They have that kind of 80s style feel to them, and I am a big fan of them, and I do hope they do well, but they need to get out of Ring of Honor. Well, they're not even in Ring of Honor because Ring of Honor's not a thing. It's just a show taped before. It's just worthless as main event. Are we going to start watching main event? No, we're not. That's on YouTube now, isn't it? How the fucking normal people watch this show? I streamed. I'm going to be honest. I didn't. I think you could watch it on Honor Club. I'm not paying for it. I live in the UK. I didn't even bother looking on the website to see how much it is. I can guarantee you I wouldn't have bought it. I do buy wrestling normally, just to confirm. New Japan World subscriber, Netflix subscriber. I buy the AEW pay-per-views that I watch on Fight TV, Triller, whatever you wish to call it. But for shows that I don't actually want, and Wrestle Universe, but for shows I don't want to actually watch, I won't pay for it. I can pirate stuff. I'm a savvy, technical, savvy little man. No, I'm not really. I just typed in watch pro wrestling online and it came up. So the crowd actually got into this towards the end, and they finally hit the slam. Excuse me, Floyd finally hit the slam on JD Drake, which got a good pop. And they got the Outrunners got the win with this kind of power slam into a reverse DDT. Crowd dug them. They should build the ROH tag division around these guys, but build it around them. Don't have them on AEW. Don't do it. And actually have fucking storylines, man. What the fuck is the point of this? It's a house show match. So if you're in the crowd, you probably loved it. But watching on TV, yeah. Then we had the Beast Mortis against Serpentico. So all of a sudden, we're in a different building. We got Justin Roberts doing the introductions instead of normal Ring of Honor guy. Oh, what's his name? I feel terrible. I've heard him so many times throughout my life, and my mind has just gone blank on who the ring announcer is for Ring of Honor. I need to find this out while I'm on air because it's something. Bobby Cruz. How did I forget that? Fucking hell. Listen, Bobby Cruz has been doing like Ring of Honor introductions since I was in fucking diapers. Yeah, that's crazy. Apologies there, Bobby Cruz. I don't even want to bring your name up in this show. But yeah, Justin Roberts was doing the announcing. It's a different building. It's different coloured ropes. Like, come on, man. Do they just tape this shit randomly? And because they're all so irrelevant, they're like, oh, maybe we could put that match on this show, and this match is just fucking shit, man. Imagine watching a weekly show and you go to a different building with different ropes and different ring announcers. Just get a grip. Different graphics. How old is that? Fuck me. I like Mortis. Just putting that out there now. I liked how he's quite a simple story to this match. You know, the bigger Mortis against the quicker and smaller Serpentico. Mortis got the one with the backbreaker, discus Laris, and a savage pole driver. This was a squash match. You know, Ring of Honor, if done properly, should, build up the Beast Mortis. Why not? And then you know what happens? You can have him, knock off guys like a Jay Lethal, like Mark Briscoe should be in Ring of Honor, Roderick Strong, knocking off these guys. And then you got a superstar. And then you can have him challenge for the world. Who gives a fuck? Oh, it's Bandito, isn't it? And then you have Bandito. You have Beast Mortis against Bandito. That'd be a good match. And, just start building stuff up. Start making people want to watch your show. Then we had a backstage Dark Order promo, and this got me angry. Right? I got a bit angry with this because I can't believe they're still employed. Not because they're shit, just because I just haven't seen them in the longest time. I completely forgot. Johnny Hungy, what happened, mate? What did you do wrong that meant you went from pay-per-views, dynamites, and now you're Ring of Honor TV in a backstage pre-tape? Just shit, man. And Evil Uno says they're the heart and soul of this place. You're not Ring of Honor. Don't call yourself the heart and soul of Ring of Honor. Go fuck yourself. If you're the heart and soul of the new Ring of Honor, explains a lot. Fucking shit, man. I can't describe how bad this show is. And why did they say this promo? I mean, when it first aired, I started laughing. I was like, I can't believe this is what these guys are doing. No wonder I haven't seen them. And it's a shame because they could be having good matches, but no one knows about it. And the matches I've watched on this show, none of them I'll recommend to anyone I know. I wouldn't even recommend this to anyone I hated because it's soulless. It's lifeless. It's just effortless. It's like someone's just not giving a fuck, looking around and going, you go out there, wrestle you. It's just dire. But, Dark Order, again, why are they not doing anything in AEW? When was the last time you saw them in AEW? they are the heart and soul in AEW. Why aren't they on TV? I'm assuming that that's what they meant, but they stuck it on Ring of Honor, saying with the heart and soul of the space on a Ring of Honor show. You're not. I can confirm. There's no heart and soul of Ring of Honor anymore. I mean, why aren't they using Jay Lethal? Why isn't Jay Lethal the world champion and having great matches and building this brand? It drives me crazy, man. Why are they taping this show before Collision, before Dynamite? Why are they doing it? Why aren't they doing these smaller buildings, running it as a separate entity? You can tape a show kind of once every 3-4 weeks. TNA do that. And their shows are 2 hours long. And you're owned by a billionaire. Come on, man. You got to build Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor should be competing with TNA. And then the big shows you could start doing bigger buildings. You can make profit. And then guess what? When these guys do get red hot at Ring of Honor, you then move them over. You don't just move them over because you need some talent in a squash match. You protect them. And you make indie guys wrestle in proving ground matches in Ring of Honor. And then guess what? You sign them to Ring of Honor deals. And then they wrestle for Ring of Honor. And then whilst they're wrestling for Ring of Honor, yeah, it's just build it. It's not difficult. It really isn't. Then we have Blake Christian and Lee Johnson against David Alley and Isaac Moore. So it's basically two local indie guys. So they've obviously got no contract. I really enjoyed the two teams here. I think Blake Christian and Lee Johnson actually could be a good team if they built up in ROH. They're being heels. Why aren't we building them up to go against the Outrunners? Why are we not doing that? Because they don't give a fuck. But they're both really talented. I really enjoyed Christian's work in the New Japan Best of Super Juniors this year. Go check out all our positive content on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Also, they announced the August 29th Death Before Dishonor. I wonder if anyone is going to watch that show. I wonder how many people bought the last one. If in doubt, I guess they'll just chuck the Young Bucks on there, won't they? Match was a squash. Double team off the top was a Death Valley Driver and a double stomp that got the win. David Ali and Asai Moore look good. Again, that's what I was saying. What they should do is, have these proven ground matches where they get the indie guys against Ring of Honor. And then you can have the Ring of Honor guys, obviously, then go out to the indies. And then you're promoting Ring of Honor in the indies to the indie fans so that then they start watching Ring of Honor. So then when Ring of Honor comes to town in the smaller buildings, they go. Jay Lethal becomes the Ring of Honor World Champion. He then goes to House of Glory, defends the ROH World Championship. Donovan Dijak, why don't we get him back in Ring of Honor exclusive? Keith Lee back exclusive. Things like that. Guys you're not using, make them Ring of Honor guys and make it a touring brand. And it's such an easy, profitable brand. You've got this huge tape library of thousands of hours. Honor Club should be so much bigger than what it is. And then when AEW comes to UK, you can then do Ring of Honor UK shows. And it's just money's there to be made, but he needs to give it to someone. Give it to Daniels, give it to Chris Hero, give it to Brian. Give it away. Give it to fucking Jim Cornette. Just give it away. Let someone else do this and build it as a brand. And you can reopen the RH Dojo. And then guess what? You can profit from it. You can charge people money, and then that pays your rent, and that pays your staff, and that pays all the bills, and you make profit. Genius, eh? Recurring profit, and then those guys are going to be loyal to your company. Who would have ever thought it? It drives me mad. What a waste. Fucking waste. Shane Taylor Promotions, can't be that still a thing. Trish Adora against Aaliyah James. We're in a different building again. I don't know if we're back to the original building from the opening match. No idea why this is happening. The crowd were stunned, silent. Trish Adora got the win with a really nice bridge German. No one cared. It felt, again, soulless. That's what this just garbage. But again, nothing against those two women. The match itself, there was nothing wrong with it. Just the crowd didn't care because they had no reason to care. And I did enjoy the German, and I'm glad Shane Taylor Promotions at least is a Ring of Honor staple. They made a proven ground match. We had ROH World TV Champion Nick Wayne against Gringo Loco. Obviously, Loco's a big indie star. Feels like, at least this match could be a ROH show. But, Nick Wayne, he's just doing stuff because Christian Cage wasn't at TV, so they're like, oh, you can go do Ring of Honor. I know he's the TV champ, but that's the reason. And that's not a criticism on Nick Wayne. I really enjoy watching him wrestle. I enjoyed his stuff in the Best of the Super Juniors, but that's how it came across. It's like, oh, this is something for you to do while Christian's not there. Again, this was a pretty good match. It was only 6-7 minutes long. They didn't get given much time. Loco missed a moonsault off the top. Nick Wayne hit an unpretty to get the win. And then next week they have Hologram and Tomohiro Ishii. Oh man, against MXM Collection, whoever that is. And I'm just there like, what is my Ishii doing during G1 time? He's wasted in America on this shit. Just so cruel. Why is my friend Tomohiro Ishii wasting away in Ring of Honor when he should be in Japan right now competing in the best tournament in pro wrestling, the G1 Climax? I can't believe he's doing stuff in Ring of Honor, man. What a fucking waste. With that in mind, guys, that's my thoughts on this week's Ring of Honor TV. So the main event was 5 minutes long, so it's probably not even worth illegally getting the stream up. And everything else on the show before was squash matches with guys that aren't... They'll just, if they pick up a bit of momentum like the Outrunners, they'll just fly over to AEW and it'll be all for nothing. So with that in mind, guys, that's my rant and rave. I feel a lot better now. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope the G1's uploaded now. So with that in mind, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be catching your asses down the line.